Welcome to LNN News. I'm Carolyn Day Pruitt. Here are this week's top stories. Governor Youngkin sets the date for the 4th District's special election. Republicans and Democrats race to pick their party nominees for that race, while some local leaders throw their hats in the ring. An alert for local drivers attempting to cross the James River, and Petersburg's comfort station opens as temperatures begin to dive. Those stories and more when we return after this.
It's time you heard the best fried chicken doesn't come out of a bucket or a box. You'll find it fresh out of the deep fryers at Breeze Inn. Virginia's finest chicken. Succulent, juicy chicken with a crispy coating. Hungry for more? Try our pulled pork barbecue, real Philly cheesesteaks, and mouth-watering burgers. Home to Virginia's finest chicken. And oh yeah, we've got a convenience store too.
Bopper's Malt Shop, the niftiest place in Petersburg. Ice cream, candy, foot-long hot dogs, burgers, and now introducing the Bopper Blast, a hand-dipped vanilla shake with a blast of candy. Available in over 15 flavors. Bopper's Malt Shop, Old Town Petersburg.
Welcome back to the LNN studio. First, let's take a look at state news. On Monday, December 12th, Governor Glenn Youngkin announced the date set for the special election that will elect a congressional representative for Virginia's 4th District. That special election will be held on Tuesday, February 21st of next year. The 4th District seat was formerly held by Congressman Donald McEachin, who won re-election this past November, just a few weeks before passing away after an extended battle with colon cancer. Friday, December 23rd will be the final day that congressional hopefuls can file their paperwork to be a candidate for the 4th District seat and appear on the ballot in February. On Wednesday, December 14th, the Youngkin administration unveiled its 3-year plan to transform Virginia's behavioral health system. The program, titled Right Help, Right Now, is a 6-pronged approach to addressing behavioral health challenges in Virginia, encompassing crisis care, law enforcement burden, substance use disorder support, behavioral health workforce, and service delivery innovation. According to the governor, the current behavioral health system is being overwhelmed and failing to meet the needs of Virginians in crisis, with an outdated model of care that relies too heavily on hospitals. Year 1 of this 3-year comprehensive plan invests over $230 million in Virginia's behavioral health system, funding that will be proposed in the governor's budget amendments presented to the General Assembly on Thursday morning, December 15th. We'll be back with local news after this.
Yes, you can still get haircuts, colors, highlights, waxing services, everything that's going to make you look great right here at the Apothic Company.
There's no place like home. That's why BSV created a simple online process where you can easily get pre-qualified for a home loan without entering a branch. Visit bsvnet.com and see how much you qualify for. Be a homebody with no sweat mortgages from BSV.
Election theft was the hot topic of the last presidential election. After a Tuesday morning press conference, it's clear Senator Joe Morrissey suspects the same thing might be happening in Virginia. From the steps of Petersburg City Hall, Morrissey announced his intent to run for the recently vacated 4th Congressional District seat.
Because I think of my successes in Virginia can be expanded to the federal level, I'm announcing today my candidacy for the Democratic nomination for the 4th Congressional seat. I have consistently and constantly looked out for the marginalized, those that don't have the same benefits that all of us and all of you have. I've watched out for them.
But the press conference was a bit more than just an announcement. It was an attack on the Democrat nomination process, with Morrissey claiming the Democrat elite are attempting to hand-select the party's nominee.
I'd like to take this opportunity to address what the Democratic Party, the elites, did last night. Instead of holding a firehouse primary on Saturday, December 17th, 2022, like we have always done, firehouse primaries on Saturday, letting everybody vote, the 4th Congressional District Democratic Committee chose an unprecedented Tuesday special election nomination process. It will have the direct effect of chilling and limiting voter turnout. That's what the Democratic Party elites did. This decision that they made last night is the most anti-working class, anti-democratic, anti-women's decision since the Byrd era. You know, the Democratic Party, and I do have a D after my name, stands up and they talk about expanding voting rights. What do they say? Early voting. Let's have 45-day early voting. Let's have no excuse voting. Let's have no photo ID. Let's have drop boxes, because we've got to expand access to voting. Except for when the party elites want to put their own person in.
During the press conference, Morrissey was flanked by Petersburg Mayor Sam Parham, Councilor Charlie Cuthbert, Councilor Arnold Westbrook, and Councilor Darren Hill. With the pending possibility of a Petersburg casino, the councilors' decision to show their support for Morrissey's bid for Congress was a bit of a gamble of its own, the move drawing immediate criticism from some individuals on social media, saying the support by city elected officials was inappropriate. For the councilors, the gamble may prove significantly riskier if Morrissey does not win the seat, leaving Petersburg to build a relationship with a representative they chose not to support. But contention around the special election and Democrat nomination didn't end there. Mayor Sam Parham faced public questions about Delegate Lamont Bagby's claim that Parham had already endorsed his candidacy. Parham made it clear that he supports Senator Morrissey for the nomination, stating that Bagby misconstrued a discussion the two had previously.
I hadn't publicly came out and endorsed my good friend Delegate Lamont Bagby. I wished him good luck, and I only have one senator in Petersburg, and there's only one, Senator Joe Morrison. So when he told me he's coming out with us, all that he's done for the city in his short time as senator has been remarkable, and it's just hands down that I have to stand with my senator.
With the 4th District special election just over 2 months away and the candidate filing deadline even closer, both parties are working to nominate their candidates as quickly as possible. 4th District Republicans will select their candidate first, with a party canvass, or firehouse primary, taking place on Saturday, December 17th. Filing for interested candidates closed at 5 p.m. on December 15th. 4th District Democrats will also hold a firehouse primary set for Tuesday, December 20th. That nomination contest will be a race among 5 candidates: Senator Morrissey, State Senator Jennifer McClellan, Delegate Lamont Bagby, former Petersburg City Attorney Joe Preston, and Hopewell businessman Tavares Marks. With such a short window, just a week before the December 23rd deadline for candidates to file to run for the empty seat, both parties are eager to determine their chosen candidates and get a jump start on the truncated campaign season. We'll be back with more local news after this.
Today's show is brought to you by our friends at the Cloud Factory, who take a customized approach to their customers. They know not everyone is alike, and neither are their needs. So, the Cloud Factory focuses on what's best for you when it comes to CBD, hemp-based products, vapor nicotine, glassware, and just about anything, providing alternative routes to a healthier you.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sandy Elba.
And I'm Dr. Adam Elba.
We're chiropractors, and we love what we do.
We change lives on a regular basis. We go from pain relief all the way to wellness. We work with the cause of the problem, we help solve the problem, and put your life on a whole different path.
If you're concerned about your health in any way, or you just want to be healthier all the way around, come see us, Chester Family Chiropractic Center.
Welcome back. Last week, the city of Hopewell's 2 state representatives held a joint press conference in the wake of the consistent uptick in crime in the city. We go to Chai Gallahan for the details.
An uptick of crime in Hopewell acquired the attention of 2 local politicians, Senator Joe Morrissey and Delegate Carrie Coiner, who held a joint press conference at the former Gun Cotton Gallery event space on Thursday, December 8th, to ostensibly address the alarming situation. Both of their jurisdictions include Hopewell.
And we're here today to talk about what I think is probably, if not the top one, of the top 2 crime prevention initiatives in the country that have a proven record of success, and that's group violence intervention. And Carrie and I are here today to put our unqualified endorsement of GVI initiative here in Hopewell.
And if you look at the increased violence that we've seen, both Petersburg and Hopewell have experienced. Hopewell has had additional shootings and violence than even Petersburg, and our community is very scared. A couple weeks ago, I had a great meeting with folks from the research community at John Jay College. They zoomed in with our leadership involved with public safety here in the city. Police Chief AJ Stark, our Sheriff Travis Stanley, and our Commonwealth's Attorney Rick Newman all gathered together on Zoom to talk about group violence intervention and the opportunity for collective training and a group voice around what we want for our communities. And our public safety officials were all in, that we want every person in our community safe, alive, and free. And that's a consistent message that we have got to get across.
And what this group violence intervention does is it focuses on two groups: the victims of violent crime and the victimizers. We need everybody to buy into it. Carrie mentioned that the police chief is in, Commonwealth attorney is in. We need the entire city council to buy in to GVI.
How can individual people of a community participate and support GVI? Like you mentioned, you are requesting the help of average citizens. What can they do? Are there some specific actions?
That's a great question. So, we've watched citizens who've shown up to city council meetings to complain about the increased violence in their neighborhoods. And, I'm a big believer, if we have solutions and you learn about them, speak up about the solutions too. As elected officials, we want to hear from people about the problems, but some of the best solutions come from people within our communities. And so, we would love for citizens to learn more, but we want a collective voice from citizens that we're all in and we're going to be in this together. You have a right as a citizen to know what the messaging is, and for you to be part of that collective voice too. Our small business owners, our folks who are up and down the downtown area, to know this is the message that community leaders are giving, and these are consequences for violence, and here's what we're going to be doing to help support victims and victimizers to change behaviors in our community.
Reporting from Hopewell, this is Chai Gallahan for LNN USA.
Drivers attempting to cross the James River from Prince George to Charles City, take note. The Benjamin Harrison Bridge will be closed beginning the evening of Friday, December 16th. The bridge will remain closed until early Monday morning. Monday evening, the bridge will close again, remaining closed throughout the night, followed by additional night closures the remainder of the week. The bridge will reopen early Friday morning, December 23rd, with work complete unless weather delays hold up the process. Drivers can reroute north and take 295 to detour around the bridge closure, using the Varina-Enon Bridge to cross the river. Another option is the Scotland-Jamestown Ferry to the south. Temperatures are dropping. Daytime highs are predicted to hover in the 40s this coming week, and even in the 30s over Christmas weekend. With cold temperatures setting in, the city of Petersburg is opening the Comfort Station to help alleviate the cold for city residents. The Transit Center at 100 West Washington Street is now open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for residents to take a break to warm up. Water and restrooms are available in the station. The Washington Street and bus boarding side entrances will be open, but the Union Street entrance is closed. Residents can ride the bus to the Transit Center for free to utilize the Comfort Station. Food and pets are not permitted. The station will be open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. We'll be back with weather.
The most rewarding part of my day would be seeing the residents putting a smile on their faces, especially if I have family members come up to me and say, "Oh, my loved one, they said they did this with you and they loved it," and that just makes me feel like I'm making a difference in their lives. My name is Chrissy Roth. I'm the Memory Care Activities Coordinator at Dunlop House. We definitely make a difference in the lives of our residents, and I would encourage anyone to come to Dunlop House and see what we're all about. Dunlop House, more than a house, it's home.
Warning, these products contain nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. The Vape Guys is where you'll find hundreds of e-liquids and a huge selection from salt nic options and disposables to hemp-based products and detox. The Vape Guys make you the star with their loyalty program, superior service, unrivaled selection, and the passion for vaping you deserve. The Vape Guys, 536 South Park Boulevard, Colonial Heights.
Now we go to Chai, the weather guy, Gallahan. How's the weather looking for us this week, Chai?
It's a windy start to the weekend, Carolyn Day, with a western wind from 8 to 13 miles per hour with gusts up to 21, a high of 53 and a low of 33. Saturday is more of the same with a high of 49 and a low of 29. The winds calm down on Sunday with a high of 44 and a low of 25. Sunny and partly cloudy all weekend. Monday through Wednesday bring highs in the mid-40s and lows in the upper 20s. If you like the cold, this is your week. Back to you, Carolyn Day.
Thanks, Chai. That's it for this week's newscast. We'll see you next Thursday for the latest local news. In the meantime, be sure to follow LNN USA on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thanks for watching LNN, news by the people, for the people.